What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from TruthBlitz. Hope you guys are having a good one. Let's take a look at the market. Right now we are just shy of 700 billion. Bitcoin dominance has dropped a little more, 32.9%. We're basically waiting for Bitcoin to get to a certain point, and Crypto Blood charted it. I believe he said about 4,300 was it? Something like that. I'm sorry, 14,200. I don't know why I said 42. 14,200 or 14,300. And then if it gets above that to 15,000 flat, then the price should keep moving up. So we will have to keep an eye on that and see what happens, basically. One sec, guys. All right. But we do have some of the alts recovering. The South Korean FUD just kind of threw a wrench in the market for a couple days. But I did see an article that people were signing petitions to get the finance minister removed. South Korea is a large part of the cryptocurrency market. So basically you're going to have a lot of unhappy people if they were to ever get any kind of legislation like that put through. And the other thing is, you can't ban Bitcoin. It doesn't work. It's decentralized, and people will just use decentralized exchanges. So we saw this with China. It failed. South Korea, I believe, my own opinion is that they had no intention on banning Bitcoin. This was a ploy to knock the price down, to wrangle it in a little bit, and that's what I think it was. But then again, we will just have to keep an eye on things and see what transpires. Now, a lot of you know I am invested in this company, and it finally just got listed on CoinMarketCap. So 44 cents is what we're at on Commodity Ad Network, or CDX. Now this one, I have done a video about this in the past. Actually, Sean from SGT has interviewed them a couple times. And what CDX is basically an ad network that is focused on alt media, precious metals people, basically the people who are being screwed by Google AdSense. Okay, the people whose content is basically not fit for most advertisers or has been fully demonetized. So Commodity Ad Network has put out a solution, and the platform was supposed to launch January 1st. It just got pushed back a little bit, and basically they will be pairing up content creators with advertisers in that niche. So basically the people who have been shunned from Google AdSense will have a solution to make money from ads. And I'm glad to see that this finally got listed on CoinMarketCap. I just tried to go over to EtherDelta to make a trade and get rid of my CDX, because I know, the price pops, it's gonna more than likely go back down. I will buy back in, and that's how it goes. But unfortunately, we have Etherscan, which is the node that EtherDelta uses, is down. So it says my tokens are in my wallet. However, EtherDelta itself is showing a zero balance, and I can't do anything with them. So it also says that the price is lower on EtherDelta than we have on CoinMarketCap, pretty significantly. So just gonna have to wait until the network gets a little less clogged. Last time I checked, before I sent, standard gas price for Ethereum was around 50 gigaway. So kind of pricey. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. But if you are going on Etherscan to check your balances, all right, and you're not seeing anything, don't freak out. Your stuff is there. Okay, it's just the network is very clogged. Etherscan is down because of that, and you know, even if you can't see your balances, they're there. As long as you have them in your wallet on the blockchain, they're there. So I want to get into this article quickly. U.S. finance regulators form crypto working group, says Mnuchin. U.S. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin said on Friday that the Financial Stability Oversight Council, a government body that assesses financial system risks, has formed a working group focused on cryptocurrencies. Mnuchin remarked that the process during an appearance at the Economic Club in Washington, D.C. after being asked about the topic of Bitcoin. We are very focused on cryptocurrencies, Mnuchin explained, pointing to discussions with other regulators within the U.S. government and later stating, we want to make sure that bad people cannot use these currencies to do bad things. Mnuchin added that the issue was one that the U.S. government would engage with the G20 international group as well. The G20. As previously reported, Mnuchin's French counterpart called for more action from the G20 in December, highlighting a risk of speculation at the time. On the subject of speculation, Mnuchin said that he is concerned about the issue as well. I want to make sure that consumers who are trading this understand the risks because I'm concerned that consumers could get hurt. During their remarks, Mnuchin also suggested that the Federal Reserve is unlikely to develop its own digital version of a fiat currency, a topic under discussion at sorry, I lost my train of thought here. A topic under discussion at a number of central banks worldwide in the near future. The Fed, and we don't think there's a need for that at this point, Mnuchin said. So I don't know how much I like this. You know, they're worried about speculation, and the consumers don't realize the risks. The first thing you learn when you get into cryptocurrencies is, first of all, you don't put in more than you're willing to lose. This is highly speculative. However, that's why you just don't jump into any cryptocurrency. All right, you don't go and dump $50,000 into some random crypto because it's 5 cents and you think it might go to 15,000. All right, due diligence is key here, and I've stressed this. Numerous other people stress this. All right, you do your due diligence. You do your research on what you're getting invested in. Get invested in companies that are offering a solution to a problem, such as Populous, such as Pillar. Okay, I like Pillar. I've been in Pillar for a while, and for the crypto space, Pillar is offering a solution. It's offering a wallet that's easy to use, because I help people all the time who maybe aren't the most tech savvy people. They don't know what to do, where to start, and a lot of this can be super overwhelming for people who are just getting in, especially if they're not, you know, a really tech savvy person to begin with. So Pillar is trying to offer a solution to help people like that. All right. You know, others, you know, we have EOS, ADX. I mean, the list goes on. There are companies that are offering solutions to problems, okay, that are building products and platforms that will be usable, that will help certain areas to grow. All right, so basically what I'm getting at is, don't go jumping into and putting a lot of money into a crypto that really doesn't have a good use case. All right, so people need to understand that. So what does this mean, this article? Are they going to try to pull South Korea? Are they going to put through some kind of tyrannical legislation? I don't know. But this tells us that cryptocurrencies are on their mind, and they are watching it. You know, as we become more mainstream and cryptocurrencies grow in popularity and more people get into them, it's only natural that the US government is going to, you know, jump in and want to play nanny, you know, because, you know, we need a nanny, because we don't live in a nanny state enough. They got to get into every aspect of our lives, right? Anyway, I'm not gonna go on that rant, because I'll be here forever. But so yeah, I wanted to talk about this article a little bit. Let's watch the video.
It's classified, so I won't tell you what's around the clock, but it's very well protected.
Okay, what about Bitcoin?
There we go.
Are you comfortable with that currency, and what do you think the U.S. government should do about it? Should we encourage it, discourage it?
Do you own any?
I actually don't. Okay. I don't own any of it.
I just wanted to check.
No, I own no Bitcoin. I don't even know what it is really, but though I know I missed the boat on that. But is that something that you're worried about that could replace the dollar as a currency? And
so, I mean, first let me say, we are very focused on cyber currencies, crypto, whether you call them cryptocurrencies, cyber currencies. We're very focused on this. And actually at the last FSOC meeting that I chaired, we set up a working group. We're working with all the regulators. So really the biggest issue, I have two issues with them that we're focused on. One is we want to make sure that bad people cannot use these currencies to do bad things. So in the United States, and people may not realize this, under our laws, if you have a wallet to own Bitcoins, that company has the same obligation as a bank to know your customer. So in the United States, we have rules that for money laundering, for all different types of things, we can track those activities. The rest of the world doesn't have that. So one of the things we will be working very closely with the G20 on is making sure that this doesn't become the Swiss numbered bank accounts. And we can do that. The other concern I have is there's a lot of speculation in this. And you know, I want to make sure that consumers who are trading this understand the risks, because you know, I am concerned that consumers could get hurt.
But do you worry that, like Russia, it was announced, I don't know if it was a legitimate government report, maybe fake news, I don't know, but that Russia is thinking of coming up with its own cryptocurrency as a way to get around sanctions. Is that something you're worried about?
Not at all. No, I mean, I don't think that's a concern. Okay. I mean, there are countries, and again, this is something actually I've spoken to the Fed about. So there's cryptocurrencies like a Bitcoin, which you know, effectively it's instead of euros or dollars, you have a different currency. There are central banks that are thinking of, instead of issuing cash, physical cash, issuing a digital currency. So I mean, the Fed has contemplated and looked at, and I don't think they have any intention of doing this in the near term, you could issue digital dollars. The Fed and we don't think there's any need for that at this point.
Right. Talk about physical currency. There's a picture of you getting, I guess, $1 bills, I guess it was, from the Treasury, and every secretary signs it. Do you have to improve your handwriting before you actually...
All right, so something we're going to have to watch. Are they going to try to come down on you and me, people who are invested in cryptocurrencies? Are they going to... What are they going to try to do? We're just going to have to watch and see and wait to know more, I guess. It's fine. If you want to make people aware that this is speculative, go for it. all right? But the way I see it is, don't tell me what I can and cannot do with my money, all right? I don't need a friggin' another parent, you know? I'm an adult, and I'm sure most of you agree, all right? So you're gonna tell me that you know, getting invested in the stock market isn't dangerous? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna keep going on that. Take a quick look at this and then we'll be done here. Is Bitcoin dying as a payment option? I'm not gonna read the article, but Crypto Blood did his video today about how the Bitcoin conference, the North American Bitcoin conference, is not taking Bitcoin as a form of payment. Like, look at the irony of that. You know, we had Microsoft, which came out and said they weren't going to be taking Bitcoin as payment anymore, but then they reverted and said they would. Bottom line is, fees for transacting in Bitcoin are getting ridiculously expensive. Okay, so while Bitcoin can be a store of wealth, it is getting less and less feasible to use Bitcoin for transactional purposes. And I'll give you an example that I face personally is I have a BitPay card. When I go to put money on the BitPay card, it has to be a significant amount of money because, I mean, you're talking really high fees. First of all, BitPay has their network fees. Then you have the regular Bitcoin mining fees. Okay, so I mean, you can pay ridiculous amount of money overall in fees. So BitPay recently raised their minimum, you know, load amount to $100 because of the fact that fees are getting so pricey. This is why we need solutions, and Litecoin, this is where I'm going with this. Litecoin is working on things. Litecoin is a far superior product when it comes to day-to-day transactions. Okay, the fees are very cheap, the transactions are very fast, and I am excited about LitePay, which is supposed to be similar to BitPay but using Litecoin, obviously. And I can't wait for that to come out, and I am hoping that that will be available in the United States, because I do not like using Bitcoin for transactions, day-to-day transactions. Now, if I'm going to go purchase a car or a house, that's one thing. But if I am going to pay my phone bill or my internet bill or whatever, you know, pay for dinner, it becomes not worth it when the fees are the amount of or more than what you're paying for. So yes, I do believe Bitcoin is dying as a payment option. That is not to say Bitcoin is dead and Bitcoin is, you know, is going to be replaced overall. But yes, it is becoming less and less feasible to use Bitcoin to pay for things, things that are smaller. So anyway, guys, follow me on Twitter at TruthBlitzMedia. Click the link below and go to the Block Party official podcast YouTube channel. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. Crypto Blood and myself are trying to get everybody to go subscribe to that channel. For now, we're putting out the Block Party episodes on our personal channels, but eventually, like I said, and I'll tell you this in every video now, we're going to be putting them on the official channel eventually, and that's the only place they'll be. So once we feel we have enough subscribers moved over to that channel, we will start releasing them on that channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.